They ask you question 1 to determine between what two integers the following irrational numbers lie, and the first one, A, will be between 8 and 9. The second one will be between 4 and 5, because that is a cube root, and the last one will be between to the power of 4, which is 16, and to the power of 3 to the power of 4, which is 81. Then we ask at question number 2, write in a fraction form, where A over B is both integers. Now, we did numerous examples of this in class. First, we let x equal to the number, and then we multiply x with 10, and then we subtract our first equation from our second equation, and then we simplify for x. Now, number C was a little more difficult because we had our recurring numbers only started two decimals back, so we had to, on the following way, we need to say that it's going to be x times with 10, and that would be our second equation, and then it would have been x times with 100 to get to the final answer, and we eventually ended up with 62 over 990. At question number 3 of class test 1.1, you will see class print 1.2, the first. They expect you to expand the following products. As a simple expanding, you end up with 3x minus 16xy plus 6y, and then the second question, number B, your answer is supposed to be 4a squared plus 8ab plus 4ac plus 4bc plus c squared. Question number 4a, they ask you to factorize fully. We have p squared minus p squared between brackets, p plus squared between brackets minus 2p squared. That is a trinomial that we are factorizing. At number B of class test 1.1, we also have a trinomial, and then our factors of 2 and 6, getting us 1 in the middle is 3 and 2. At number 4C, we start off with a common factor, taking out the common bracket, and then go on from that. At number 2D, we have the different groupings, and then further on we see it's first a difference between two squares, and then we can factorize further from that. I'm going really fast now. At number 5A, you're asked to simplify. This is a very simple simplification because we're only doing multiplication and then we simplify at the end. Remember, when we are adding and subtracting fractions, we need to make the denominator the same, otherwise we cannot add or subtract. So the first, number 6a is equal to 3, our second one is equal to 0, and our 6c is undefined, and your table is supposed to look like this. That's for both number 1a and also number 1a2, and any negative number under a square root is not part of the real number system, therefore we say it's part of the imaginary number system. At number 3 of class test 1.2, we have expand the following products, and then we have we can use our formula. So it's the first one squared times with the second one. The first time in the middle term will be first term times second term times 2, and then your last term squared. And then number 3b is an identity of a trinomial times a trinomial, and then number 4, they ask us to factorize fully. I got a little mixed up here the first time, so always test your cross multiplication as well to make sure you get back to your answer. When you factorize and you expand again, you should get back to your answer again. Alright, at number 4b, we have a common factor that we could take out, and then a common bracket after that common factor. At number That's number 2C. Number 2B, we had a common factor, namely 3. If we took out 3, we left with a difference between 2 squares. And then at number 5A, here it comes in, where when you simplify and you add or subtract fractions, we need to have the same denominator. Now the denominator will be, in this case, 3, and we actually can't simplify this any further, can we? Right, so remember, when you are doing addition and subtraction or any algebraic expressions, you need to simplify. Always remember the rules of BODMAS. So here I first multiplied out, I saw I could cancel out a few terms, and that's how I got to the answers right there, and that's how I determined. Now I need to determine my LCD in order to add or subtract my fractions, and then I multiplied my numerator with all the terms, my denominator with all the terms, and I got that answer right there. Thank you for listening.